We often prioritize measuring the impact typically after we arrive at the outcome, rather than implementing a structured process to gauge the effectiveness of achieving better outcomes. Hi, I am Manish representing CS Function. Along with me today are two subject matter experts, Shrujna and Jyoti.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi everyone.
There are a lot many thoughts that come to mind when it comes to enrollment, but the larger question any institution process owners should answer is like a computer, tablet, or a mobile they run on, what is your OS, the operating system for tracking the right metrics for enrollment growth? Have we defined only the number that we will chase for the session as 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000, or actually numerated every channel contribution? What was the past trend? Have we decided to maintain the same pace like last year, or we are moving up the ladder? What will be the core counseling for this particular session and month-wise focus to drive the enrollment cycle? Are we aware about the application volume conversion percentage of last year and the current year? Volume of prospective students who submitted an application to your institution after expressing the interest. It also indicates how well you are converting leads to verify their intent and then into an application. How appealing your institution is to target audiences. A high paid application volume also means that you have a very strong brand reputation, a clear value proposition, a user-friendly application process. So do you have that competitive edge, a compelling financial aid package, and very important, backed by a supportive enrollment experience for your prospective students? How do you track your ROI? How do you know what inventory is performing better? How do you figure out which publisher platform works best for your campaign and get the most value of your money? Do you have any parameter to track your team's productivity? How does your finance team track your revenue? Need not to worry, we will cover it all. Today, we will delve into the crucial data points and analytics that education leaders need to monitor to make informed decisions and visualize reports in the form of dashboards that can cover the visibility of your potential captive audience. So the first and foremost crucial data point is to have a 30,000 feet view, or a helicopter view we call it, of the entire funnel of data, and to check where my focus should be, who's who, where to harp upon, where to push, and where the pull will work for the betterment. Intent is verified or unverified for you. Leads that got converted into an application, verified and unverified, will have a very clear indicator of quality of leads that is coming to your platform. Applicants who initiated the form, completed the form, initiated the payment done, what kind of queries that are coming from the candidates. Again, an indicator to plug your counseling team and strategically placing an effective drip marketing communication campaigns. Medium of enrollment number will give you an insight which activity to push, be it more online or on-ground activities. Anything that will bring scale for you should be the priority. Queries will give you an insight to revisit your application form, script of your counseling team, and also the kind of content marketing you should do. Communication will help you analyze the ratio in which you are planning to reach out to your audiences. Now that we have established reports of WhatsApp having the highest 98% reads receipt, tide is turning towards them. But nevertheless, email is still more professional. SMSs are very quick on response. And yes, the opportunity for EdTech and coaching will definitely give the right picture on how much is left to juice out from open and contacted leads. Not only can you see the overview of all the data points on this scoreboard of your platform, but it also gives you an opportunity to compare it with any time frame to benchmark and help you picture the actual health and performance of your entire enrollment cycle. All of this will lay the foundation of how you will structure your entire enrollment cycle and create an intuitive journey for an aspiring student till he is home to your institution. Now that we have an overview of the entire data set placed where broadly, we need to deep dive and see the action items that needs to be defined for better enrollment growth. So Srujna, do we have something that can help us out?
Yes. So as an institute, it's really important for me to be aware of where my marketing spend is going into. Let's see, where am I putting my money? What is the return that I am getting from the investments that I make? So I like to take this up as two parts. Why you need this campaign report and how is this going to help you in making the decisions for you investment in the future. So now let's say I'm an institute, I'm going to spend X amount of money in a particular campaign, and I would be expecting Y as my ROI. So how do I measure this? So I want to know how much did I spend to get one lead from a particular campaign? How much did I spend to get one application form from a campaign? Or how much did I actually spend to get one enrollment out of a campaign that I'm running? So this helps me to measure my ROI. There's another important question that you should ask yourself. What is the effectiveness of the campaign that I'm running? Are the leads that are coming in through this campaign relevant to me? This is a very important question. The third important question is, what is the success rate of the campaign that I'm running? What is the success rate? What do I mean by that? So, what is it basically? What is the quality of the leads that are coming in? Higher the quality of the leads, higher is your enrollment conversion. So, these are the three major questions which will be answered to you from the campaign dashboard. Again, to help you make data driven decisions, that is, what is the highest performing channel for me? Like, where should I actually invest more? Let's take an example. I have two campaigns, campaign A and campaign B. Now, let's say campaign A, I have spent X amount of money, and for campaign B, I have spent some Y amount of money. Campaign A is not giving me the enrollment count that I was expecting, but campaign B is actually performing way better than what I was expecting it to. So it's time for me to rethink where I should put in my money. So that's how campaign dashboard comes into the play over here. It helps the institute to take data-driven decisions on where to spend their marketing amount. So this is again, let's say, as an institute, right? I have spent X amount of money on a particular campaign. It is also equally important for me to understand how many leads have come in from that campaign, how many of them actually got verified, how many of them have went ahead and started their application form, and how many of them have actually got themselves enrolled. So this particular data will help you to understand the ROI that you are getting in from a particular campaign. Through campaign dashboard, you can do a source wise analysis of the campaign that you're running. That is under paid ads. Let's say you're running 3 to 4 different paid ads. So for all those 4 different campaigns that you're running, you can do a source wise analysis and understand the ROI that you're getting it from those campaigns. Also, what you can do is that, let's say certain campaigns are running, and all those leads that are coming from this particular campaign are just getting verified, and they're not going ahead and filling in their application form. Now, what would I want to do is to give a push for these applicants so that I maximize my campaign benefits because I've already spent on it. It's important for me to give a push to these applicants who have already come into the system. I can run a marketing automation for this targeted audience. That is, from this particular source, I'll run an automation saying that at this particular date, at this particular time, I want to send out a communication. So you can maximize the benefits of the campaign that you are running. So to summarize everything around campaign dashboard, it helps an institute to identify its ROI. It helps you to know the quality of a particular lead source, the conversion rate that you're getting from a particular campaign, and also the channel wise performance that you are investing in. So as we have seen something around campaign dashboard, Jyoti, can you help us understand the impact of a particular inventory is being coming in? Let's say how much is a particular inventory giving in, what is the number of lead contribution that I'm getting from a particular inventory, or what is the enrollment contribution that I'm getting in from a particular campaign that I'm running?
Yeah, so the answer to Sarojana's question is yes. We can track the impact of a particular traffic channel, how much of the impact of traffic channel is bringing to your entire lead contribution, or in terms of the conversion percentage from the system, which will help you understand how you can do it from the very own Meritto platform. As we all know, that a particular student who once registered a duplicate lead of the same candidate cannot be created. All of you have been using the platform since a very long time now. So I'm sure that you are aware of the fact that in the platform we do not capture the primary, we do capture the primary, secondary, and tertiary instances. That means, as a particular candidate, if I have registered myself for the first time, the particular primary source will get captured. Let's say I registered from the publisher. In the Meritto platform, you will be able to see that I came from the publisher. Now, let's say I tried to show interest again and came and registered myself from organic. That means I went to the website and I registered myself as a lead over there. Now, in that scenario, of course, a duplicate lead will not be created. But yes, the secondary instance of it will be captured. But now my question to you is, me as a student, am I an exclusive lead to only publisher? The answer is no. But why? Because I came for the second time from the particular source. So here what we are trying to say is that in the platform you can actually see the channels wherein how much percentage of the contribution that they have done is MEI, that is mutually exclusive impact, only to the publisher, and how much is non-MEI. That means which are the leads which, if not given by the respective publisher or by the respective traffic channel, you would have definitely been able to get it from the other sources. This data isn't just about numbers, it's about making informed decisions by understanding the MEI and non MEI breakdown. You can make strategic decisions about traffic channels and campaign optimizations. This insight helps in determining which channels are most effective and where adjustments are needed to improve performance. Let me just quickly give you another example which is visible in front of your screen. Publisher A has given you 70,000 leads, but out of which MEI, which is exclusive leads, are only 41%. These are leads which only have primary source and they do not have any secondary or tertiary source. And the other 59% of the leads would have come into the platform if publisher A was not existing. Out of 59% of leads, more than 10,000 came from paid ads, more than 8,000 from other campaigns, and so on. This tells you that 41% of the impact is the impact of that particular publisher. So, this data is going to help you understand whether you would like to continue with the particular traffic channel for the upcoming session or not, or where you need to fine tune the campaigns. This is going to give you holistic insights. Summing all up, the MEI has some important key benefits. First, lead source optimization. Pinpoint genuine leads by assessing the distribution of leads across various publisher traffic channels, offering a clear snapshot of the lead distribution pipeline. Second is budget precision. Identify authentic leads and distinguish them from sources. That clearly empowers you to allocate the marketing budget more strategically, ensuring optimal spending on high quality leads. Third, traffic source evaluation. Gain insights into the performance of publisher or traffic sources by examining lead counts and their current stages. Fourth, and the last one is data driven decision making. Make informed decisions on which publisher or traffic channel to allocate resources and prioritize lead nurturing efforts. Now, since we have talked about the impact, Manish sir, can you please help us understand how we can dig deep into the reports to track the performance of each and every campaign that a particular publisher or a particular traffic channel is doing?
Well, Jyoti, it's no secret that marketing campaigns can be expensive. That's why measuring the return on investment ROI is your enrollment marketing ROI campaign is essential to ensure that you are getting the most hits for your buck. Absolutely, the biggest pool of contributors of leads is surely from them only. All the more, it is very important to secure quality of leads that can eventually result into a better ROI, as all the efforts from various departments will go towards nurturing the leads and converting them into the final enrollment. Whether it is a counseling team, in-campus meetings, tours, communication through drip, all will be based on qualified and actual leads that are coming to the platform. All of it will result better if the quality is ensured. This is a complete visualization of the API hits that are coming to the platform. Its deep dive analysis is to take decisive call on which one should you be taking to rolling out and what campaigns to choose for. So in this channel, does API is factoring better or redirection of exclusive leads to the institution is working better? As far as the trend goes of last 7 years on the platform with 1200 partners, if you ask me, redirection, or we call it redirected exclusive lead, has yielded better than API on lead to application. The conversion percentage, both at lead to paid application and also to the enrollment, the ratio of difference between redirection and API would be between 3 to 5x. So it is definite yes to the redirection. And this would be for sure to create a better pool of candidates to juice out maximum enrollment numbers. Most of the leads generated by the publishers are through various inventories they advertise using the name of the institutions on SMS, email, banner, newsletters, and even articles. So, as an investor of a business, it is super critical to know the trend of the inventory, who is performing better to eventually visualize and channelize maximum budget to that particular channel only. With PIA, you would definitely be on top of these channel partners in calculating and taking strategic calls on its effectiveness. So it is very important that we get all the UTM parameters of the campaigns to analyze the impact of the campaigns done by the publishers on behalf of you. The biggest question that gets answered on this slide is what kind of campaigns you would run on different platforms for better outcome. Now that we have seen the channel, it is time now to create an impactful effort within house to see a 200% result for the effort that our internal teams are putting up. Sujna, over to you.
Yes. So I would like to take this up for that example. Let's consider that I'm a counselor head and I have got 4 different counselors who are working under me. One counselor is looking into engineering, one counselor may be looking into management, the other one might be looking into the law, the other one might be looking into the arts and science. So there are 4 counselors. And as a counselor head, I would want to know how each and every counselors are performing. So it gives me an overall lens to understand my team's performance over here. This first thing. Oh yeah. In the meantime, we have a poll over the screen. So it says that which publisher do you believe has a great impact on supporting your educational organization needs? So is it API or redirection? So on the previous slide, we were going through the impacts which have been created by different publishers, like through API channel, what was the conversion, or the through redirection, what was the conversion in the past 7 years trends and what the numbers says. So what has worked out for your institute, or what would you be going forward after this webinar?
For sure, Sujna, I think that it will be very easy for them to choose because the clear-cut winner is redirection for sure. But definitely they should be very honest what is working better for them.
Okay. So let's wait for the poll results then. I'm actually excited about this poll result, or I want to understand what the people perspective is around this.
Till the time it comes, we can continue with the slide.
Yeah, sure then. So as a council head, right, it's really important for me to have a lens of how my different teams are performing. So over here, what do we have is that how many leads have been assigned to a counselor, how many leads they have engaged, the notes they have added, the follow-ups they have marked up for a lead, or how many they are in overdue bucket, and how actually they have actually completed. And in case how many calls have been done by them, or how many inbound calls they have attended, in case they have missed the calls, how many calls have been missed by them. And all these details are required for me to understand my team's performance. There are few industry best practices. The first one is that, let's say I have 10 leads, then my lead engagement should be 30. That is 3x. The more the number of times you try to reach out to a lead and understand, then the conversion rate for you is going to be high. This is one of the industry best practice. There's another really important industry best practice, which says that your overdue count should not be greater than 10%. Why is that so? Let's say you called a person, he said that he needs to check with someone to take the decision. Let's say he wants to discuss with his mother or father, or he needs time to think about a particular course or which location he wants to select and all that. And he said, please do call me back after certain days, I will confirm it. Which means the intent is still there. So it's really important for us to call him back on the set date, so that our institute remains on top of his mind. Whenever he tries to make a decision, our phone calls or our follow-ups that we have made actually always stays on top of his mind. This one thing. This another third important thing for a counselor head. It helps me to benchmark the performance, or let's say to average out. Let's say if counselor A has been assigned with 12,000 leads, he has engaged with 10,000 leads. Wherein as counselor B, he has been assigned 10,000 leads, but he has engaged only with 5,000, which means he has engaged only with 50% of his leads, which as typically he has not engaged with a single lead 3 times, which ideally should be the count. So it gives me a lens, or helps me to understand maybe he needs some training or in a particular area. It helps me to understand what needs to be done at this point of time. Now, as a counselor head, what will I do? I'll understand, I'll set a benchmark. If there is a training which has to be done, I'll do that. Now, I'll do a comparative analysis of 2 weeks performance before the training or before the benchmark was set. And after I have set the benchmark, what is the performance, or what is the output that has been retrieved of the training or of the benchmark that I have done. So these are some things that a counselor head can use the team productivity report for. Now, as I talk about keeping the lead engaged, there's another way to keep the lead engaged. As you all know, it's through marketing automations. Now, let's say I have sent out communications. It's important for me as an institute to understand what is the success rate of the communication that I have sent. Like, are the leads still opening my communications, or how my communications are performing? Jyoti, will you be able to help us understand the communication report and what are the industry best practices?
Definitely, Sarojna. So first of all, we have already been able to send a lot of communication from the platform. If you're sending any communication through marketing automation or manually, and since you all have been associated with Meritto since a very long time now, I'm sure you are focusing more on automated communication through marketing automations. Whatever communication that is being sent from the portal, either emails or SMS or WhatsApp, you can track the performance of those emails, SMS, and WhatsApp messages communication status. Right now, in the Meritto portal, there are communication performance reports for each and every medium of communication. You can track the delivery report, you can track the open rate, click rate, bounce rate, dropped rate, unsubscribed, and spam reports. Now, based on the reports available in the platform, you can gauge and see where you have to optimize the communication, and you can also see which type of communication is giving you the desired results. For example, you can track which type of subject line is giving you a higher open rate. Are we using direct login links in our mail content so that click rate can be tracked? By this, we'll be able to target the highest potential candidates. You can send videos, images on WhatsApp and actually check which one is performing better for you so that you can make decisions to further fine tune the communication plans. When you send communication to raw data, either via emails or SMS, you can actually track how many leads are being converted into leads and which particular template has contributed to the same. Now, let's talk about the WhatsApp report, specifically the replied report. Are you making sure to nurture these students on priority? Today, students increasingly prefer instant messaging over traditional channels for inquiries and interactions, valuing not just speed but also a personal and humanized touch in their exchanges. Educational organizations face significant challenge in effectively managing and engaging with these prospects, especially when needing to consolidate incoming WhatsApp chats from diverse sources onto a unified platform.
And
This
Jyoti,
scattered,
between we have the third poll, which talks about the preferred mode of communication for engaging the prospective students. And the choices are email, WhatsApp, and SMS.
or SMS.
Yeah. Yeah, please continue.
Yes, all right. So WhatsApp chat, the scattered approach often result in missed opportunities to engage effectively and convert prospects, leaving many organizations struggling to provide immediate and genuinely personal communication. Solution for this is Echo. We have recently launched our own live chat. Echo addresses this gap, centralizing all one-to-one interactions between education, organizations, and their student prospects, turning every chat into an opportunity to engage and convert. Echo enhances the intermediacy of WhatsApp, empowering our team to craft conversations and resonate deeply with prospective students, driving both engagement and conversion. Echo empowers engaging anytime, anywhere with real time communication that builds rapport and trust, significantly enhancing student satisfaction and experience. It automatically crafts lead profiles from each chat and integrates them with the CRM, setting the stage for targeted outreach. With WhatsApp widespread use, organization can reach applicants on the platform they are already familiar with and comfortable using. With this powerful platform, organizations can tailor each chat based on the student profile and needs, ensuring every interaction is impactful and directly addresses individual concerns or questions. With the accessible chat history and detailed report, Echo provides insights into every conversation's impact, enabling you to optimize your interactions for maximum effectiveness. Now, let me state the key benefits of communication report. It helps in gaining visibility into all system triggered communications, ensuring transparency and accountability in your outreach efforts. Assessing the effectiveness of communication templates, that is, which template is working for you at different stages of application, and analyze the best timing to use them in engaging with your leads. Keeping track of communication, delivering, ensuring that your messages reach their intended recipients. Last but not the least, staying informed about your total email and SMS usage, helping you manage your resources efficiently. Now, since we have talked about a lot of reports, Sarojna, is there any report to gauge the reaction of students when it comes to platform and their admission cycle?
Before
Yes.
Krishna jumps into, I think the last poll result, clear winner was WhatsApp, with 77% people selected as the communication channel that they prefer over email and SMS. Yeah, Sultan, please.
That was actually expected, right? With
Yeah,
98%.
that was totally expected because of
Yeah.
the highest open rate.
Yes. So, yeah, let's say ensuring a smooth admission process for a student can be quite complex. So here, QMS will be your co-pilot. So what happens is that QMS helps you to effortlessly monitor, resolve, and optimize your query management process, guaranteeing a seamless journey for all the applicants. So that's what we want, right? At the end of the day, this applicant should have a seamless journey. He should have a happy start with the application process. So what QMS does is that it gives a comprehensive layout of the queries that has been generated, what has been addressed, what has been resolved, what has been escalated with a precise date and timing. So let's say now as a student, I'm filling in the application form. When I fill in the application form, I might see a question which might be quite new to me, or something, a subject or a topic which I'm not quite familiar with. Or as a student, I might be asking questions related to my exam process, like should I have a particular OS for my writing this exam online, or can I take my exam on a tablet, or can I take it on a mobile phone? So what the student does is he directly comes into the dashboard. He goes, he raises his types in his query, and he waits for the reply from the admission team. So here you should also see that the intent of the student, someone who has put in a effort to come to your QMS and raises a query regarding your application process or your exam process, the conversion rate for this particular candidate could be quite high. So it is a way to engage with the applicants actually. So answering the queries at the right point of time helps them to continue with their admission process or the application process and for the further decision making. So this dashboard actually gives you a quick overview of the queries that have come in and what is the status of those queries. Now let's say there have been 554 queries, 14 of them are in open, 66% have been closed and in progress. In progress refers to, let's say, the candidate has put in a query. And now the counselor or the admission team has gone through it, but they feel that they are not able to make anything out of it, or they feel that the information that has been given by the candidate is not enough for them to give the candidate a resolution. So what they can do is they can further ask in their queries and then put the status as in progress. So there are 11% of queries which are in progress. So there's something related to the queries. So once the query gets closed, let's say as an admission team or a counseling team, I close the query. There is an option to collect the feedback of the query from the student. Now, it's really important to understand what is the sentiment. Let's say the positive feedback, 78% is well and good. Feedback not given, they're neutral, it's fine. But why 2% of them have given me a negative feedback? What is the reason? Was my reply a bit delayed? Did they not get the reply that they were expecting? Or was it the language that has been used? Or there might have been he might have been stuck with some question, or he wants to get an immediate resolution. Maybe he got it after 2 to 3 days. So this didn't help him. Maybe this disappointed him, because someone who had an intent now has got a negative step back. So it's really important for me to analyze why this negative feedback has come in and take a data-driven decision from this. So what are the key takeaways from the QMS? First thing is that it helps you to track your queries that the students are dropping in. It helps you to track and then monitor them. The second thing is that you can manage the feedbacks. The third most important thing is data-driven decisions. What do I mean by data-driven decisions over here? Now, let's say as an institute, I'm going to conduct an exam, and I see majority of the students dropping in queries related to the exam date, the exam time, the OS, or let's say, can I take my exam on a tablet? Am I required to have a webcam? Am I required to have my mic on? Or something related to those lines. So now, as an institute, what I can see is that instead of making the student wait for the reply, we can create an FAQ section, categorize these particular set of queries as exam related queries or general or campus visit related queries, and show it in the applicant dashboard so that he does not have any waiting and he can take the decision at the spot. So this is everything that QMS is gonna help with. Now that we have seen things related to QMS, MEI, publisher impact, and campaign dashboards and everything. Now as an institute, right, I would want to know from which geographical location I've got most of my leads from, or from where did I get my most of the applications from. Jyoti, will you be able to help us understand the geographical analysis report and how it's going to help the institutes?
Before Jyoti jumps in, Shrujna, we have a lot of questions. So one of the question is from your slide of team's productivity report by Mr. Oberoi. He's asking that please guide the view where we can get these analytics being discussed on Meritto. So can you help him?
Yes. So we do have a dashboard which is called as campaign dashboard, concept productivity report. You can go directly into the concept productivity report. You can filter in particular person or a particular team. Let's say that you have created a team and hierarchy structure. You can filter the team and the set of counselors in that, and you can see their performance in one single shot. You can also see how many emails, how many SMS, how many follow-ups, how many notes, how many times they have changed the lead stage, application stage, how many calls they have done, and all those details in the counselor productivity report.
So adding on to Sarojana, you'll be able to see the counselor productivity reports from the left panel. When you click on dashboard, it will also show you admin dashboard and counselor dashboard. So when you click on counselor dashboard, you will be able to see all the reports related to counselors.
Yeah, great. Yeah, Jyoti, over to you.
Sure. So now next we are covering up geographic analysis. A lot of times we have seen that a lot of leads get captured in the platform may not have state and city values if we are uploading any offline leads, if the leads are coming from API, etc. If this data point is not available in the platform, that creates a challenge in terms of current analytic report being generated. So first and foremost thing, we should all ensure that all the important data points needs to be captured in the system so that we can track those data points in depth. By doing so, you can segment your audience based on geographical location. This segmentation allows you to analyze conversion rates, engagement levels, and other key metrics on the regional basis. Understanding which region are performing well can help you allocate resources effectively and prioritize areas for further campaign investment. By correlating campaign activities with lead generation and conversion rates in different cities and states, you can determine which campaigns are driving the most impactful results. This insight enables you to refine your targeting strategies and optimize future campaigns for maximum effectiveness. Armed with comprehensive geographic insights, you can optimize resource allocation across different regions. Instead of spreading resources evenly or based on assumptions, you can allocate budgets, personals, and marketing efforts more strategically based on performance and potential of each region. This targeted approach maximizes the impact of your resources and enhances overall campaign efficiency. Personalized lead nurturing can be enhanced through this report by understanding regional preferences, cultural nuances, and local interest. You can create more relevant and engaging content and communications for lead in different areas. This personalized approach fosters stronger connection and prospective students and enhance the likelihood of conversion. Sometimes leads may express interest from a region where you are not actively running campaigns. By capturing state and city data, you can identify these untapped markets and explore opportunities for expansion. Understanding where there is latent demand allows you to strategically plan new campaigns or initiatives to target these regions, maybe outreach programs, thereby broadening your reach and potential customer base. For example, you're running a campaign in North and South, but there are leads in the system which have shown interest from the West as well. Even though no campaigns are being run in that region, there is no outreach program, there are no advertisements which are, happening in that particular region. You might think of running a campaign in the West for futures so that large target audience is reached. So, for example, if now leads from West Bengal are, or let me just talk about Krishnanagar, leads from Krishnanagar is 13% without any outreach program, without any campaign, without any advertisement, then might be cases that this number or this percentage will increase if we run any activities, be it outreach, be it any campaigns in that particular region. This report gives you a visual map of where the interest is brewing. It is your go to strategy to undertake a complete geographic analysis of not just your leads, but of how you can increase the outreach of your education organization to different geographies. Now, summarizing our discussion, this report helps you in evaluating the performance of states, cities, and zones based on lead sources and other relevant metrics. Second, gaining a deeper understanding of regional enrollment trends and preferences, identifying which sources are most effective and specific geographic areas. And the last one, making the informed choices about where to allocate resources and focus on enrollment efforts for optimal results. Now, since we have covered the reports in respect to the campaigns, publishers, communication, counselors, geography, and queries, from which marketing teams, counselor heads, admission teams are being benefited. Now, let us talk about how the finance team can make use of the data which is available in the platform for them to understand how much revenue they are getting. So, Manish sir will be further explaining you all about revenue report present in the system.
Great. Thanks, Jyoti. Before I jump into the finances, let me just take one more question out of the, I think close to around 12 to 15, I think they have come up. So the question is that, do you think SMS is an undervalued channel for reaching out to potential students? Well, let me take this up. Not exactly. It is totally dependent upon that. How it is shaping up or how it is materializing at your college or the institution. Basically, most of the time, what we prefer for SMS, email, and WhatsApp stage wise, it can be basis a lead, or it can be basis the raw data at the time of application when they are starting off. So, what is working best for you is something that we can look at and experiment as a, litmus test, right? We also recommend that you should always have a blended structure through drip marketing campaigns, wherein SMS, email, and WhatsApp, all three can be structured in a way so that you understand the entire outcome of what is working best for you. So definitely not. SMS is not undervalued, and it is dependent upon where and whom and at what stage of enrollment cycle you are sending it across. Right.
Just adding on one more pointer to Manish sir, it is all about how we are using the strategies for the emails, for the WhatsApp, and for the SMS. So obviously there has to be a strategic plan, and there has to be certain trigger pointers on which you would like to send emails, on which you would like to send WhatsApp, and on which trigger points you would like to send SMS. So it is totally up to you how effectively and how optimally you are using all the communication mediums in your admission cycle.
So the last, the green color, or I should say a multicolor paper that is called Mula, yeah, which matters the most, super critical part for the entire enrollment cycle. What would you be looking at now on the slide is a complete ledger for not only for your institution, but also a probable ledger for each and every student, either they have paid or about to be paying to your institution. Now that we have Colexo, which is a complete one-stop solution to collect any type of fee, one time, partial, recurring, in seconds, anytime, anywhere, through all the student touch points and channels, be it your website, via payment links, or even your existing ERP. It offers all methods of payment at one place, from online, offline, maybe check, DD, or even the cash payment that can be managed out here, and instant financing too. So Colexo empowers you with a robust reporting engine with runtime settlement reports, financing dashboards, payment workflows, communications, late fee, and many more things. The inbuilt communication suite allows you to automate these reminders, communications, and send a real-time email, SMS, and even WhatsApp to your students. Right? You also get an option to create a separate account number for different group of institutions. You also get an opportunity wherein you can have separate account numbers for maybe an application fee in one and token fee in another. You can, if you want to split one header fee into two different accounts, that also is possible. An escrow account to be included into it, obviously, yes. So all is possible with our one and only payment stack, Colexo. So no more struggling with multiple payment gateways, manual reconciliation, cumbersome taxation, or probably a suspense entry in identification. With Colexo, transform the way you collect, manage, track all your fee payment, highlighting fee collection as a strength and overall revenue. And now the best part, the icing on the cake is that we have now the Loan Connect, the marketplace, where institutes need not to follow up with banks individually. They can maximize conversions, leveraging this marketplace as connect, and will also be able to create a goodwill, facilitating access to all the aspiring students. Yeah. Institutions can definitely focus on what they are doing their best for imparting quality education, while we take care of connecting a loan seeker with various loan providers. In the contemporary landscape of education management, data insight stands at the crossroad of innovation and tradition. The right tool can definitely illuminate the path, enabling educators and administrators to navigate the evolving challenges with informed strategies. As we move forward, it's vital to continuously reflect, adapt, and harness these reports to empower our educational teams strategize for a better outcome. We are listing out all the 9 critical reports which we have covered today as a ready reckoner for all the future purposes. Right. With this, we would like to initiate the beginning of lot many webinars coming your way. Do join us on the 2nd of May on decoding best practices in international education. We will touch upon the best practices and ways on how you can tackle the challenges in global education, focusing on leveraging cultural diversity, redefining global marketing, and enhancing student service to create value for international students. For more information, do visit all our social handles and stay tuned to all the shout outs from our team for every upcoming Illuminate by Meritto. Thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you, everyone. And before we end, I would like to take Mr. Oberoi's question, which says, ki, I want to ask the path on Meritto for geographical location analysis. So, you can find, I mean, you can just go to your admin dashboard. You can add a dashlet which says top states and cities. You'll be able to see all the information and all the data analytics in that particular dashlet.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.